Here's a segment from a recent Gun Talk radio episode. You can listen to all the Gun Talk radio podcasts however you tune in, or check out guntalk.com for more. We've had Chris Cheng on the show here a number of times. You know him from the Top Shot TV show where he's a champion. You know him probably from his activism, appearing before Congress. And in the age of identity politics and such, and people want to know, is this person like me or is this person different from me? Chris kind of breaks through a lot of these walls. Let's see. Young tech guy, former Google guy, Asian and gay. Chris, have I missed any of the boxes to check here so far?
Hopefully also nice guy.
Well, obviously, always that. Always that, because we always have fun together, man. It's, you know, it's like we talk everything from guns to politics to everything else. And now you have the unenviable task of trying to educate me on an NFT. So what are we talking about today?
Yeah, so this NFT ecosystem, it's this digital collectible world that lives online. And a year ago, I started following this NFT craze. And, you know, for the first few months, I was skeptical. I was like, why are people spending all this money buying digital collectibles? Where does the value derive from? Why is this interesting for people? And after studying this for a few months, I'm convinced that NFTs, right, these digital collectibles, that they're here to stay. And I think they have a tremendous potential for positively impacting the gun community. And so, you know, I'm starting off by dipping my own toe in the water here by holding an NFT digital art auction with RECOIL magazine, where we're auctioning off 10 collectible versions of the issue 56 cover art that was very controversial. It was me with a distressed American flag and rainbow colors, holding a rifle, and it generated a tremendous amount of conversation. And that's the art component here of this magazine cover, right? It provoked and triggered some really, to be frank, some really terrible, bigoted, homophobic, you know, reactions. But then on the flip side, it was the Second Amendment community embracing the art's message that the Second Amendment is for everyone. Right. And that's what this NFT auction is all about. But maybe let's take a step back.
I was just going to say, so let's start off with, okay, what does NFT stand for and what the heck is it?
Yeah, so NFT stands for Non-Fungible Token. It's connected to, you may have heard of, right, cryptocurrency and, you know, Bitcoin, and then there's this thing called the blockchain.
Right.
And,
you know, heard of them. I don't know what they are, but I've heard of them.
Yeah, and, you know, I totally empathize, right? It literally took me probably hearing this 20-some times before it started to sink in, and this is one of these concepts where once you get it, but it can be a little confusing, right, the first few times you hear it.
And you're a tech guy.
And I'm a tech guy, and I had a hard time wrapping my head around it. So, you know, if what I'm saying sounds like a foreign language and like I'm from Mars, trust me, I know the feeling. But
okay, well, good.
In there.
That makes me feel a little bit better. Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, so Tom, like, you know, hang in there with me as we talk about this whole new digital world, right? So at the core of it, right, what is an NFT, right? A non-fungible token. Don't worry about the technical words. If you hear the words NFT, just think, okay, this is a digital collectible. It can come in many different forms, like a JPEG picture, a movie video, a 3D CAD animation rendering. It can be a music file. And so the point is, you know, in the digital space, there is these new digital trading collectible economies, right, where people are buying, selling, trading these digital collectibles. And so one great example, just to sort of really just throw a concrete example of a successful digital collectible marketplace, is the NBA. the NBA has a website called NBATopShot.com. No relation to Top Shot, the TV show that I was on. But what the NBA is doing is they're taking video clips of these incredible moments of NBA players hitting three-pointer shots, slam dunks, and it's all your favorite players from all your favorite teams, and people are buying these video clips that are there's only a certain number of them that are created. So, for example, I bought a one of 40,000 version edition of a Steph Curry who was on the Golden State Warriors, and he was he had a three-pointer, and he does this little dance, and I paid $24 for it. It's like, okay, I want to get into this, right? I think very similar.
Try it out. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Just like guns. Hey, look, like if you want to learn how to shoot, like you just gotta. If you want to learn about guns and gun culture, you gotta go figure this out. Right. So with NFTs, I bought this video clip. I'm one of 40,000 digital owners, and my copy, I bought for $24, but I can see that there's another version. It's a different serial number that sold for $6,200, right? And you might be asking yourself, okay, why would my copy, one of 40,000, be less valuable than someone else's copy? So I think back to when I used to collect baseball cards, and so this is a thing for collectors, right? So, if you have, let's say, a Ken Griffey Jr. 1987 rookie card, the value of that card can go up or down based on Ken Griffey Jr.'s performance, right? If he has a good season or a bad season. Now, it could also rise or lower in value based on the serial number, right? So serial number 1, right, of almost anything is generally worth more than all the subsequent serial numbers.
Right.
Another component would be who owns it, right? So if if a famous person, right, had owned the Ken Griffey Jr. Rookie card, right, or Ken Griffey Jr. signed it, right, those can also increase, or that can increase the value. So
okay, now, Chris, let me jump in because clearly we're not going to be able to do the whole thing on this. Why is this thing that you're doing? And I know you say this could be very important to the Second Amendment. I know that is very close to your heart, the whole Second Amendment issue. How does MFTs in this auction, to start the ball with this auction, how could this possibly help the Second Amendment?
So when I think about, in particular, this NFT auction that I'm doing with RECOIL, right, this is a digital art auction. And the reason why I believe it will have a tremendous impact on the gun community and Second Amendment advocacy is that what is art? Art is a talk piece. It evokes and provokes conversation. It is a way for us to reference firearms and the Second Amendment. So as an example, whoever these 10 winners are of this NFT auction, which starts on October 19th, these 10 winners, right, they're going to be part of a momentous moment here in the gun community. And those 10 winners, right, they're going to have a piece of digital art that they can use as a way to connect to gun owners and maybe non-gun owners, right, and say, hey, like, I participated in this kind of wild NFT digital art auction, and here's why I bought it, right? And whoever wins these 10 NFTs of the RECOIL magazine cover, right, the answer is going to be because they support the notion that the Second Amendment is for everyone, right, that they support what I stand for and what RECOIL magazine stands for, which is freedom and liberty. And, I think when we look at art, right, that it's a vehicle, right? Art is a vehicle for us to have conversations, to connect with other people.
Agree with that. And let me do this, because we're going to run out of time, as we always do, because we always have a good time together here. But to find out more about it and to get involved with this, it looks like recoilweb.com. Is that the place to go?
Yeah, so the URL is nft.recoilweb.com. And I've also written a number of articles up at medium.com/ @TopShotChris. So nft.recoilweb.com is the main auction site, and folks can definitely read more about it there.
Sounds good. I apologize for cutting you off on this, but it's just more than we can put into this 5-pound bag we got currently.
Indeed. But I encourage everyone, read more about this. All right, NFTs, blockchain, I think it's going to be a huge part of the future of the gun community.
Well, I'm going to invite you back to continue my education, okay?
All right, thank you much.
Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. Chris Chang.